Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Tarot Tuesday. It's another tarot night, and I am here to read your cards. As you can see, my room has changed just a little bit. I spent the good part of last week kind of rearranging some things so that way, starting into the new year, it looked a little different. Not much, but a little. Now you can see a little bit more of this back here that does not contain paint. This wall back here used to have my whole paint rack on it. Now it has a little bit prettier stuff to look at than just paint. I don't know, depending on how you feel about paint, I guess, right? If you do me a favor, let me know you're here. Say hello. If you are interested in a reading, make sure that you put your name in chat that you would like to be put in queue. Tonight we are going to be using my Muerte deck, the Santa Muerte deck, and maybe if it calls for it, maybe we will be doing some Oracle. We'll just see. So I'm going to get the cards ready. I'm trying to make sure that I can see chat because I've got, like I said, I've moved things around, and so now it's kind of hard for me to see some things. There we are. Hey, Lori, what's up? I saw that you sent me a message. I have yet to be able to read it. I hope all is well. I am going to, the cards and I need to adjust for just a moment. There's not an issue, but they just feel off. And I don't know if they feel off because they don't want to read for me tonight, and maybe I'm meant to have another, or if it's just a little blip in the thing. But they're feeling a little off to me. Lori, that's good. Like I said, hopefully, they can get him better and send him, on your way. Hey, Danielle, how are you? I was hearing a noise outside. I was like, sounded like somebody was hitting the side of my house. I was like, what is going on? Telling you, there's some weird energy right now. I don't know what it is. It's just some weird energy. I am going to get a different deck because this deck does not want to talk to me. So this is the other cool part about what I've done with the room is now, as long as I don't mess up the back of me over here, now I can get up and actually, while I'm on camera, get the decks from where I keep them and still see you guys. I don't have to actually step over things. We're going to use the Dark Tarot deck, see if that one will talk. All right. Oh, Danielle, what's going on? Well, never mind. It's public forum. Don't tell me what's going on. And you can also say, it's none of your business. But I'm sure that's what you want a card for, isn't it, Danielle? Okay, yeah. The Dark Tarot actually does want to talk. Okay. So we're going to talk to the Dark Tarot. Oh. All right. Lori, you are first in line. Lori, I'm feeling very off. Like my head is spinning. My head is heavy. You got the Eight of Swords in shadow. The Eight of Swords in shadow, Lori. Hey, Heathen. Hey, Zarabeth. Danielle, I'm sorry to hear that. All right, Lori. Ethan's like, I'm here. Eight of Swords. All right, so Lori, I pulled the Eight of Swords for you. And it's in shadow. Come on, where are my swords? For those that are watching and that are new and you're not in queue yet and you're just wondering how this is done, basically you get in queue by getting into the getting into chat and saying, hey, I'd like a card read. Also, the way that I do this is that I will pull the tarot. I'm a little bit different than most tarot readers. I pull the tarot and I use my guidebooks as the actual direction that I need to go into. However, there's something I'd like to try. I like to be able to incorporate what I see in the picture, what comes up first in the picture. So, Lori, what came up first in your picture were the swords. The swords, and then I saw the blood. And I'm all kinds of confused. All kinds of confused. Okay. So in shadow, the Eight of Swords is the excitement of drama overtaking your life. Like attracts like. Anger and resistance hold as much energy as pleasure and satisfaction. Wouldn't you prefer to be on the latter side? Look at the role you play in getting yourself into the present situation. Take the proactive steps needed to completely rewrite the story of who you are. Combine the elements of who you aspire to be. You are a writer, producer, and director of your life drama. Change the genre by changing your thoughts and reactions. So, Lori, for you, what stuck out the most? Rewrite the story of who you are. There's been, I don't know, it's this weird, I'm gonna go with it because this is what I just feel. It seems like you've been a little nostalgic lately, and that nostalgia has filled you with some things that you're like, man, I wish I would have done this. There's a lot coming through real quick. It's very hard to like piece together. You've been very nostalgic. You've been looking at the things that you regret. The thing is that the things that you are regretting, you can regret them, obviously, but you can't hold yourself as hard as you're holding yourself about these things. Like there's some things that you are holding yourself up against the nail with, right? Like you are purposely sleeping on a bed of nails for this thing. And you can't be mad. This is how you can't be mad at something you didn't know. So that's what that is. All right. That's it for you. That's it for you. You are to rewrite your story. In other words, you need to start rethinking how you view yourself. How do you see yourself? All right. I've got Danielle next. Lori's just giving me a thumbs up. Hey, Alicia, how are you? All right. Danielle, let's pull you a card. So there's, you know how I tap into y'all's energy, and there is like this pain between my shoulder blades, at the top between my shoulder blades. And it feels heavy. Like just, I don't know how to explain it. Like just feel heavy. Seven of Wands, Danielle. You got the Seven of Wands. I don't want that one. I want this one. Thank you. I'm going to look at the image. Like I said, some of the things that I would like to start being able to do more with tarot is being able to rely on the image. And as soon as I see the image, I see the girl and like the anxiousness on her face. Like, this is your card, okay? And I saw the girl and the anxiousness, and I see the darkness, and it feels like there is something that you've been trying to keep at bay, and it's creeping back. And so that's it's just creeping back, and you see it coming, and there's nothing you can do. Let's see what the meaning of it is for yours. Defending oneself, battling others, and holding the higher ground. Are your enemies and challenges real or imagined? Self-created or manifested for distraction? The card of confrontation that can no longer be avoided. You are put to the test. So that last part, the card of confrontation that can no longer be avoided. There is something that you've been keeping at bay, and it's creeping in, like I said, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So, what's your battle plan? How are you going to attack that? Like your worst case scenario in your head. What's the plan? My mom raised me on something that I raised my own children on, and that is I can't be afraid of something I don't know. Well, you can, but there's no energy in it. Like there's no good in it, right? There's no use in being afraid of something that I don't know. Now, once I know it, though, I can fight it. I now know it. So once I know it, I definitely can't be afraid of it because now I can fight it. So what is that thing? What are you keeping at bay that now you just got to put an action plan and fight it? All right. Hate confrontation. Danielle, I know. I'm the same way. I am absolutely the same way. I hate confrontation so much so I don't even like being confrontational with my own children. And you like, I'm the parent, right? But no, I don't even want to be confrontational with my own kids. It's crazy what anxiety does, man. Crazy. All right, heathen. Believe it's your turn. And then Alicia, I think. By the way, I was super excited when I opened up my fridge because I knew I had Sprite Zero, right? Because I love Sprite Zero. But I saw that I had maraschino cherries, so that meant I could have cherry Sprite. Oh, heck yeah, guys. Heck yeah. So, okay, let me make sure I got my order right. I know that I am doing Heathen next. And then is it Alicia and Zarabeth or Zarabeth and then Alicia? You guys remember? It's Zara's turn. Okay, Zara's turn. I knew I was like, I am missing Zara somewhere. Oh. You have a specific question to ask about okay. So Zara, Heathen, and then Alicia. I love y'all. Thank you for keeping me in track. I appreciate you. Zara. Zara. I promise I will do that more often. Zara, then Alicia, then Heathen. Okay. I'll do that. All right. Zara. Zara, you don't I don't feel any pain besides like a twinge of a headache over here, but that could be me. what I do feel is like there's a contentment with an exhaustion. Like that's what I feel. Like there's a contentment with an exhaustion. Like you are looking on the bright side of things, but this is a very purposeful looking on the bright side of things. So let's see what card brings you. You like it when I sing your name? Okay, all right. I promise you it'll be more often. Woo! You got strength. You got strength. Now this could be good or bad, right? Because what do I need to be strong for? That's every time I pull that card, I always like, whoa, what do I need to be strong for? So let's see what words stick so we can figure out what's your strength. Are we just pointing out the obvious? Are we just pointing out that yes, Zara is strong? That's fine. Strength, gentle control, inner wells of power, stable body, sound mind, fortitude, and unwavering sense of self, knowing when to apply pressure and when to release it, character and resiliency, effortless action, recognize one's power, your energetic birthright, stoking your inner fire, and transforming your reality. Oh man. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. This is I think I've said it before. For the most part, I do not remember your readings from week to week. I do not remember your readings from week to week. But just now as I was reading through yours, Zara, I was flooded with this needed to be paired. This needed to be paired. This is with that card. And you got, this was the Tower card that you got. You need to recognize your power. You need to recognize your own power. But this is a phoenix. This is a phoenix moment. And this is your choosing of fire. All right. So things are going to crumble. Things are going to crumble. All right. However, you get to choose what you're going to set on fire. Because that's what the phoenix does. It sets itself on fire and then rises from its own ashes. Right. So what do you get to set on fire? What are you willing to let go and rebirth yourself from? You know? Yeah. Oh, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, huh, Zara? You know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Yes, you're making the tower fall. You make the tower fall. You set it on fire. You are like, nope, this is done. So whatever you've decided is done, it's okay. You'll be better. Oh, okay. All right. More messages for you here. Oh God, come back. No, 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 come back. Dang it. Come on now. No, this was a good one. There was something said and I can't, it went away. As soon as it was said, it went away. And basically in just what it was that um this is, I'm just getting images and I don't know how to describe the images now, Zara. All right, so the images are you, literally you, standing with your hands on your hips, and you just got this look of like, burned. Like that's what it looks like. All right, that's all I can tell you. Hey, Lydia. Uh, Zara, it's you're okay. This is what it is then. All right, you are standing tall, and you're just got this like, let it burn. And it's a very purposeful thing. So this makes sense, all the images that I'm getting. Well, then you know. Basically, that reading was, yes, you are on the right path. Yes, keep doing what you're doing because the universe sees it and thinks you're kind of a badass right now. Okay. All right, Alicia, you're next. The chocolate, Lori, how dare they? No, see, now I have to take a sip just in honor of that. If I didn't get my cherries, I'd be upset. All right, Alicia, it's your turn. Alicia, you feel very neutral right now. Very neutral. And it almost feels like a purposeful thing. Like you are trying to be conscientious of the energy that you send out to me. Almost like there's almost feels like you're wanting to, there's a thorn. That's what I'm trying to say is like there's a thorn and you're trying to make sure I don't get pricked by the thorn. There we go. You got the 7 of Wands as well. You got the 7 of Wands as well. And I'm going to tell you for yours, it's the light that caught me first. There is all this light. Okay? Because it's the wands, it's torches, right? Um, that's what caught me first. And then I see her face of worry. And it makes me think there is a fearfulness in truth. I'm going to read your words and see what words pop out. Like somebody is not wanting you to speak the truth, that somebody won't hear the truth. Defending oneself, battling others, and holding the higher ground are your enemies and challenges, real or imagined, self created or manifested. The card of confrontation that can no longer be avoided. You are put to the test. You are put to the test is yours. But I keep coming back to like, there's a truth. There's a truth that somebody won't see. That's the whole imagined part of it. Like they imagine something that's not in truth. Like something that obviously did not happen, they think did, and there's no truth to it. So yeah, it's yours, Alicia. Did I say the wrong name? It's yours, Alicia. Okay, so it makes sense to you. All right, yeah, this is like as soon as I look up and I see what you're writing, I'm just like it comes back and it's like, all right, she got it. She knows what to do. Like that's literally what it was like. It was once I see that you got it, the message was, okay, she knows now. She can handle it. So whatever this is, oh, it got paused for a second and I missed the name. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like, oh, you missed the whole thing. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, whoever was feeding this in right now, whatever guide this was coming from, this was okay. It's fireworks. I don't know if you can hear it. Somebody's got fireworks going on in the neighborhood. What's going on? Freaked myself out for a minute. But the the guide basically was like, she knows what to do. It's you're good to go. All right. So ew. That's ugh. So yeah, you know what you're talking, know exactly what it is. So yeah. This was give her the message and then let her go. She's handling it. Just recognize that whoever you needed to know this sees this. I feel like you were asking the universe, like, do you see all that I'm doing? Do you see how much effort this is? Just so that way, I don't know. But it feels like this was to tell you, yes, I see what you're doing. Yeah, that sucks. I remember that. And it was no fun. No fun at all. All right. Heathen, I believe you. Heathen, do you want to go now or do you want Lydia to go before you? Because I know, Heathen, you had a very specific question about ancestors. Aha! Heathen's like, I was typing. I want to know if I start my home based business back up, but take it in the direction I dream of taking it. Based. Oh yeah. If it will be successful enough to make a stay-at-home living. Yes. All right. I've got good feelings about this, but it might just be because like I am always super stoked when somebody I know is like, I'm going for my dream. Right? Like that makes me so happy. All right. Heathen, are you putting your energy into? Because I'm like starting to do this and I can feel you. You're just kind of like, well, you've got Pentacles actually came out. You've got the Two of Pentacles in shadow. So let's see what words are popping out for me here. Two of Pentacles in shadow. Duality is a blessing and a curse. It is natural to look at the dark and light, good and bad, highs and lows. Make room for the gray area in all places. Take comfort in not knowing, or at least pausing before you rush to judge anyone or anything. You are not to know right now. I really hate when they do this. Heathen, it basically is you need to think about this a little bit harder. And the way that I'm getting this through is that there's a misstep. There's like one thing that needs to be honed in on. And for whatever reason, taxes came up. And I don't know if maybe you've looked at everything, but you haven't figured out that portion of it. And your guides are like, I just want you to see this first. I don't know. But that's the first word that came up. Stock and inventory are the other words that are popping into my head. So do you have enough inventory to be able to start this? That's kind of what they're wanting you to do. Pause, reevaluate, look at your plan, look at your business plan, see if it's now's a good time. Check your area and see if now's a good time. Okay. Oh, really, Heathen? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. So you're waiting for the taxes to come in before you do that. Okay, so that's what they're telling you is like, yeah, like you gotta pause for a minute. There's something there. So They want you to have a plan. They want you to have a business plan, and obviously you're supposed to use the tax money to do this. All right. He was like, I like it when they talk. I do too, because it makes you guys happy. All right. Oh, so your ancestors are like, girl, what? What are you thinking? What? So wait for the taxes to come in so that way you have the money. Make some inventory. That was the two biggest things, was like inventory and taxes is what was coming through. Um, and then just the plan, like how are you going to launch your different pieces, things of that nature. Zero, right? Oh, so the way it was said was your grandma. That's what you were hearing. Was your grandma? Good. Just gonna, I tried that, and that doesn't work so often. I do have some new. You said your business and stuff, and it made me think. I do have something that I'll be putting in that you guys might. I did this. Like, that is a altar fluid vessel. So, hey Alicia, how are you? Oh, heathen! I am so happy that I was able to give you her message. All right, Lydia, and then Alicia. Do you want a card? I am doing well tonight. I'm doing well. I am staying in a very positive mindset. There's something that I am manifesting. I am sending out into the ether my intentions of something grand, and hopefully it's about to return to me. So I'm doing pretty good. All right, Lydia. Lydia, you got the devil in shadow. And it's not always bad, so let's see what he has to say to you. Da, da, da. Okay. The generator and source of explosive, repressed energy in the wood. The love of your own drama, the false narratives you create, all repressed emotions, ideas, and talents, self hatred, self loathing, shame, anger, jealousy, fury, and fear. Woo! You are angry at yourself right now for something that you got yourself into. That's what this card represents. You've got yourself into a situation and you are not comfortable with the situation. But now you feel like if you are to try to get yourself out of the situation, it would make it worse. And so instead of making things worse, you are just sitting and doing nothing. Doing nothing. Because right now it's preserving what little fragments you have of being pieced together, because right now you're like scattered everywhere. That's what this feels like. It's like you're just scattered everywhere. Every piece of you is with someone else and not with you, and you just feel like, I got myself into this, so it is what it is. It's not what it is, what it is. All right. Yes, we all get ourselves into messes. Get yourself out of this one. It's easy. No, it's not. That's a lie. It's never easy to get yourself out of a mess. It's hard. It's painful. It hurts people and things and us. But if it's causing you your own self loathing, if it's causing you to not experience your true, authentic joy, then this is not something you're needing to be in. So, your card, stop hating yourself for something that you got yourself into. Fix it. Okay? Fix it. Ooh, that was it. Oh, that was a yelling at you kind of thing. Ooh, I don't like those kind of cards. I don't either. Alicia, sure you want a reading still after the yelling? Like, it's like when when you go to somebody's house when you're a kid and they get in trouble and like the parent is yelling at your friend and you're just like Lydia, I think that's the first time you ever got yelled at by the cards. Whelp, Lydia, is it the truth? Is there an ounce of truth to that? Whelp, that's what I hear in the whelp. Is like all right, Alicia, let's get to you. Okay, so when I connect to your energy, um, it's an interesting energy. It's like you are everywhere as well, right? You are everywhere as well, but this moment, being in this moment, is bringing you some peace, and bringing in this moment is like a breath. Like when I took that deep breath in to kind of refresh so I could do your reading, that breath smelled fresh. It smelled very like, I don't know, like I'm finally able to take a breath. Like that first breath after being busy. That's what this feels like. You got justice in shadow. You got justice in shadow. So that was spot on with how you're feeling, Alicia. All right. Considering yourself above people, places, and things, using your story to become a martyr, judging yourself harshly and shaming others to feel better about yourself, spreading ill of others and spreading malicious gossip, pleasure, and humiliation. There is somebody in your life that is doing these things. All right. This card isn't talking about you. The moment I started reading it, there are times where I start reading things and I'm like, oh, this is about them. Oh, how am I gonna say this? Like, right. This card isn't about you. This card, like, I got older woman vibe off of this. Like 60s, 70s, older woman vibe, right? And they're always, always, always judging you specifically very harshly, very, very harshly. Um, this is to like remind you of who the person is. Like, do they really carry salt for you? Are they the one that if you come out in a beautiful dress, right? You come out in a very nice clothes, right? You come out dressed nice, like you're like, I look great. And if they looked at you and said you look great, you would be like, Thanks. That means a lot because you've got style, you've got taste, right? You know what you're talking about. So obviously I do look good. Or are you going to be like, oh, thanks? Like you're going to be surprised because they're normally not nice. But you're going to be like, oh, thanks. And wondering what's your hidden agenda, right? You don't take into account what they say. Like, don't give them any of your energy. They're giving you theirs. You don't have to take them. So it's just like, oh, it's you again, and walk away. Right? But this person is just hateful. This person is judgmental. This person has made you cry. Um, this person doesn't deserve you matching their energy even to argue with them. Okay? Alicia, you're like, I don't know who this is. All right. I'm interested because this is strong. Like this is really strong. This is somebody that's like, I don't know, like they are not constantly in your life, but it is like you try to avoid them at big gatherings. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Because you have something to do with that person. And yeah, you got something to do with that person. Just let me know. All right. Do they look old, Alicia? Because that's why I'm thinking they're like in their 60s and 70s. Like they in my head, they look bitter and jaded, like short hair, short gray hair. So that's why I think they're old. But I have to remind myself, I got gray hair and I'm, in my 40s. So I don't know. It just feels like in the image in my head, like they're old. That's what it feels like. It just looks like an old person in my head. Oh, okay. Well, maybe then I'm seeing her. Maybe because she's so, yeah, maybe because she's so bitter and jaded. I just think she's older because she just looks like she feels ugly. And I'm not saying old people look ugly. Don't take it that way. I didn't say that, right? But she just feels like, I don't know, cackling storybook witch kind of thing. Yeah, just like a cackling, I don't know. Then you know who I'm talking about. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, that, Miss M over here has no clue, like, age. They're 42. They're old as dirt. Miss M, you're 43. I know. I'm old as dirt. Okay, so then that's that person. That person does not deserve your time, your energy. Do not match energies with them. Not at all. All right? Don't match energies with them. There's no point. None. See, at 35, I was still like climbing around things. I was doing okay. And then 40 hit, and it's like the check engine light came on. I was like, what is this? Why does this hurt? Why does this hurt? All right, before we go tonight, I'm going to pull our universal card. But I also, because we are not doing Witchy Wednesday tomorrow, I will be doing my first edited video. It will come out the week of my birthday, February the 1st is a Tarot Tuesday, and February the 2nd is a Witchy Wednesday, and I will have an edited video that would come out on that day. All right, and I am going to show you, though, something that I'm doing. This is personal, something I'm doing for myself. Um, do you have to do it with exactly what I have? No, because not everybody has exactly what I have. What I have was kind of just like put in my place by the universe, right? Okay. Um, I am trying to teach myself the Elder Futhark runes. I make them, but I don't have them memorized. And so, sort of like the tarot, the more I touch something, the more I, write stuff down, the more I understand. And so that's where I am this year. I'm wanting to teach myself not only how to understand what the runes look like and to be able to write them for myself, because instead of creating sigils, I'd like to use runes, a combination, yada yada. But I need to understand that. So I was like, how do I do this and be able to constantly give myself a reminder? And it's like a spell. I am creating a spell for me to have this in my memory. So, what is the spell? The spell utilizes little beads, little tiny wooden beads that I painted purple, and bones. Now, you can use fake bones. We know that I got mine completely ethically, and it was just a random thing that I found underneath my house. Found out it was a cat, right? So, a cat had died underneath my house. So, we have their bones. And I wanted to make sure that I utilize them in a way that would honor that animal. And so, cats bring back wisdom. This one's going to bring me some wisdom. So I am putting together a little thing so that way each little bead will have a rune on it. And then there's a bone in between it. And the bone in between it will have an image that will help me remember it. So I'm going to paint on the bones. So that way, when I get done creating this, I have created a spell of intention for me to keep these in my memory, and I have made myself a beautiful piece of art using runes. So that's what this looks like. And right now I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Fehu. I have Fehu written on there. Fehu, by the way, is meaning prosperity, but prosperity through physical labor. No. Giving you a little small Witchy Wednesday, even though it's not Witchy Wednesday and I won't see you tomorrow. All right. Zarabeth, yours is like the check oil lights come on. The second is your birthday. Yeah. That's awesome. All right, Danielle, then I'm going to have to sing happy birthday to you on that day. I hope you don't mind. It will be pre-recorded for prosperity. All right, my lovelies. Let's pull a universal card. I am going to pull an oracle card for our universal card. Oh, here's another thing I'm working on. It is not finished, but I'm working on. It's sitting on the table because it was wet earlier. The little soy sauce containers, the little bottles that you get at the grocery store? Little bottles, right? And they've got the little spout that you can pour on either side. Well, I decided I was going to upcycle it, and I etched a dragonfly on it, right? So there's a dragonfly on it. And then I decided I was going to make the cap into a mushroom cap. So now I got a little mushroom bottle that I can fill up. So excited about that one. That was gonna be super cute. I gotta decide whether I'm gonna put like some little fake potion in it or a real potion or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Oracle, where are we going for this week? What do we all need to know? Sacred. Sacred. But it was in reverse. It was in reverse. So what does that mean? I want to know. Moonstone. We got Moonstone. Divine feminine, honor, pure, loved, intuition, moon, reflect. Moonstone is deeply tied to the divine and the moon ebbing and flowing with your intuition and emotional state. Moonstone is asking you to contemplate and reflect upon your emotions, actions, or intuition. It is essential to consider our actions and reactions to situations, seeing only what is truly important. Take time to reflect upon your circumstances. Keep an open mind and an open heart to opinions and messages you may receive. So we might have our minds made up about something already. We might have made a decision, but somebody might come in and give you some more information. Don't be afraid to take that new information and change your mind. It's perfectly okay to do that. You made the first decision with lack of information. Now that you have more information, an informed decision is a better one. So, if you made a decision and you get new information, change your mind. There's no shame in it. No shame in it this week. All right? All right. My lovelies, until next Tuesday, be happy, be safe, know that I love you. All right? And I will see you next Tuesday. Right. Maybe next Tuesday we can just go by pictures and I can try to see if I can get it by pictures. Who knows? Have a good night, guys.